Hey Fish fam, this is Nikachu, Merfolk Master, here with my brother, and we're back with Bant, Merfolk, and Modern. We're on the draw. This is sort of a lame hand, but I'll keep it. I guess if we draw one more land, we can play like 2 spells a turn by turn 4, but it's a bit of a clunky hand. It's a bit of a clunker.
There's a mulligan.
Oh, is this burn? I don't know, another deck playing Inspiring Vantage.
This person isn't playing an Urza deck, they're full of shit.
It's full of shit. Come on, 5-0. It's living. That's some sort of living end deck. Which I think should also be fine. I think we have a lot of game against living end. We might fucking lose game 1, but game 2 and 3 is up for the grabs.
Do they need red mana?
I don't know what they need. Guess I'll show a trickster. Hey, Lord Magicus. Do you remember how to do the giveaway thing? There's currently no giveaway running.
Tux was just saying.
Tux knows how to do it. Well, so long as Tux knows, so long as somebody knows how to do it, we're all good. Because we are in position for a giveaway. For anyone who doesn't know, if I go 5-0, we give something away. Is this the giveaway box? Yes, sort of. The box. Fucking hexproof. Okay, well, how am I going to get nailed here? I'm going to get hit by, like, Electrodominance or something? Oh, Lord Magic is still being bombarded by ads. Okay, not a bad draw. I do appreciate draws like this. What do I do?
Get rid of that red mana.
I don't think that matters. Okay, we'll attack for 2, play Commander Speaker, and then hold up Trickster. Probably putting stuff on the battlefield doesn't even matter here. It's all going to get blown up. I don't really have a hand that can defend myself. Okay, well, I mean, there's another option. I hope my opponent doesn't have a living end in hand, and we just go all out. Because they're probably playing that white Cascade spell. When you cycle, target creature gains flying until end of turn. Thank you. My Commander Speaker takes flight. So they're probably playing the blue-white generic Cascade spell. We're having issues. The problem is we had one and it didn't work anymore for whatever reason. It's okay. We'll figure it out when we get there.
Send a postcard to P.O. Box.
Oops. Is it my turn or it's their turn?
It's your turn. It's the end of your turn.
Okay, so... it's still my turn.
Man, this thing is just in the fucking air.
They love the air. Oh, this is going to be a hell of a board to try to beat when they cascade.
That's why you need Tormod's Crypt.
And they shock themselves.
One more land would be pretty nice. 2 lords.
Well, that was the idea. I had 3 lands in hand. If we got to the 4... Okay, well, I don't think that's actually going to do a lot. What the hell do they play? I guess they play Bloodbraid Elf to get the Cascade spell. I can't attack for the win, so I'll just attack with what I have right now. And then try to win next turn. Or they have Electrodominance. They might have Electrodominance. I don't know what kind of version of their deck they're playing. I mean, they might not have Living End. Or they might have Living End, but they're not trying to cascade into it. Oh, right, this one. Gotcha. Living End. You can't whiff. Or it's very unlikely, unless they misbuilt their deck. Well, this is a lot of power.
And you lost everything.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Tormod's Crypt would be dope.
I cannot block all this stuff. All right, so they got a nice, easy victory. Hopefully that is not... Does Damping Sphere interact? I think it does. Okay, Dispel does not interact. Chalice definitely interacts.
You should play that ley line.
This is very bad.
Where everything gets exiled.
This is very good. This is... Curse Catcher is great. Does Unsettled Mariner do anything? It might protect my cards.
Chalice on 0 is great here.
It is. 31 creatures. I can cut a lot of them. I want to say Damping Sphere is good, but I don't know if it is. What does Dispel do? It doesn't counter Living End. And most of their cards are creatures. I mean, I can counter Violent Outburst, but that doesn't do anything. There's still a Cascade spell trigger on the stack. So Dispel actually does nothing. All their interaction is going to be in the form of creatures. Muter Volley's like, which spell? Dispel.
Spear taxes the Living End.
But is it going to tax me too? Does this do anything? Whenever you or a permanent you control becomes the target. I don't think it does anything. So I'll at least take 2 out. $29 creatures is a lot of creatures. I could take out another 2 Unsettled Mariner for like the Damping Sphere.
Oh yeah.
So they need, but then they just need 4 mana. Because they just need 4 mana. It's not that hard to pull off.
I don't know about that.
They might have some removal.
No.
Do you know what? Unsettled Mariner might not be too bad because they're probably playing Bone Crusher Giant and Brazen Bar at the same time. Okay, I'll just submit it like this. So I'm pretty confident on the play. I have no idea what's going to happen on the draw. I'll keep this, but it's not the greatest. It's fine, I guess. I prefer to just start off with a 1-drop, though. Or have stronger interaction. Yeah, that's right. I have no graveyard hate because I'm not trying to beat graveyard decks. So there's the Ingot Chewer.
Tell you every week. Tormod's Crypt.
I'll show the Lord because that's very likely what I'm going to play next turn. Turn 1 Vial is only my best 1-drop in certain matchups. In like Vial, it does not always necessarily lead me to the fastest kill. The fastest kill is like 1-drop Lord, and that would be and I would have a turn 4 kill against a deck. Like against combo, you want to win as quickly as possible. Vial is good at like playing patiently, basically. I don't think there's... No, they can play with Mystical Dispute, so I'm going to play with Cavern of Souls. Playing the Lord first because I'm willing to pitch this to Force Negation. Our land is a bit clunky. I might have screwed up with this Wonderwine Heaven. I was supposed to play like a Botanical Sanctum or something. See, like with Vial, I mean, there are some combo decks I would want Vial. And sometimes it can be fine here if I have the right hand for it, but I don't have the hand for it.
That's right. Fill that graveyard.
That's right. Fill it up. Fill her up. The good news is I can cast Lurrus with what I have here. I think pretty comfortably too. Oh, that's pretty good. That is pretty good.
That bitch on 0.
We'll attack first.
Path. Give us mana.
That was a good draw. Oh, they might have Force Negation themselves. That's interesting. They can play for Force Negation.
Come on.
digging. Digging again.
3, 2, 1.
They're gonna be close to dead if this doesn't pull off. If this doesn't pull off, because they just paid 4 life.
Now this is absolute fucking game over.
Surprise. Yeah, now you can go 3, 2, 1. Though they might concede here.
You mean might?
Why not Chalice first? I don't think it might get my opponent to do something I don't want them to do early. Like, they're gonna do this anyway.
That was a nail biter.
Like, Chalicing first does not play around them cascading into Living End, because they're going to do it anyway. So I want to have more information than they do. Okay, run it back. Hope for the best. I have a feeling on the draw is not so good, but you know, if we get the right hand full of 4 Chalice of the Voids, maybe we can do it. Yeah, we'll keep this. Not great, not bad. Actually, well, it's a bit clunky because this Force of Negation might not. I can't even cast it at the moment.
For all the marbles.
All of them.
Playing for keeps here.
All 1 marbles. I'm buying 4 foil Mariners if this wins. We'll keep. That's good because this deck actually needs cards. I bet 10k channel points that I'd win. It's destiny. I'll start off with Cavern of Souls on Merfolk. Because next turn I'll probably play Mutavault into... Oh, I might not. I'll consider it. Because I do... It would be really nice to just curve Island into Wanderwine Hub and have Force Negation up. By the time that they want to cascade into victory.
Win. Win for me.
If you get 5-0, great. Otherwise, I make big cash and channel points. You bet in the farm! Are they on a 1-lander? No. They're just thinking carefully. I definitely put the Cavern of Souls in play because they have... I'm pretty sure they have Mystical Dispute in their deck. Well, these videos don't have clickbait YouTube titles. Ah, you fucker. This fucking thing again. Okay, that sort of sucks. This hand would do a lot better if I have Vial. That's not bad. That can help me play multiple cards next turn. But I will still... show the Merfolk Mistbinder. I have to pitch that to Force. Seems like every time I check into a stream, they're up against Living End. Is that a popular deck? It's getting popular. It's definitely getting popular. Oh, sweet. We got to our main phase, people. We got to our main phase, which means, like, I could... Okay, I can slowly play from here. Like, I have Force and Negation up. And then next turn I can play, like, Kamena Speaker, and then the following turn I can play a Lord, probably. Actually, I need another blue mana to play a Lord. But I can play Kamena Speaker.
Wu-Tang Financial. That's Chappelle, right?
I have no idea. What is our opponent missing? Well, maybe the win condition.
Where's that Key and Peele? Chappelle show was too good.
That's actually a really good draw. Because if I have nothing to do on my turn, I can play Trickster. Maybe we're very close to threatening a kill. We might have a kill next turn. Like, if they go for it on their turn, for whatever reason, they might just win here. So they're going to go for it. I had no chance against that. So just hopefully, I'm just hoping against Mystical Dispute. Just out of curiosity, can I let this resolve? What did they get anyway? 1, 2, 3, because I can Trickster it. Play a Lord. No, that's not enough damage.
Just gotta hope you don't got it.
Yeah, basically. No Force Negation or Mystical Dispute. I can't pitch a Merfolk on my turn. This only is free on my opponent's turn. Vish, you haven't been in this game for a while. They made a fair Force Negation. It's free on their turn. So they forced my Force. Yeah, this will resolve. So how much damage is this going to be? It's going to be 4, 8. It's going to be a lot of damage. I do have a Trickster. It's going to be close. I think I need another blue. No, it's not going to be close. I'm going to get hit for way too much.
Lame.
Yeah, I have no graveyard hate. That was my gamble. No graveyard hate.
Tormod's Crypt is free, people. It is a 0 mana spell.
Tap, block. No, I can't. I can only tap, block something. This isn't that stupid of a deck, and we actually have a lot of interaction. We have 4 chalices, 3 force negations, and 3 curse catchers. We have actually a lot of interaction. But we drew a hand that didn't have a lot of interaction. Like I said, I was pretty sure we were gonna lose game 1, and then we would have a lot better chances games 2 and 3. But we're on the draw in game 3. Although this is a Living End deck playing with Force of Negation, which makes it a lot better. You can combo off at end of turn. Tap, chump. Okay, whatever. I don't have many options. But I think we're just lost. Aha!
We're learning valuable information.
Sort of. I mean, that's one reason to bring in Dispel. Oh, you know what? Maybe we should have brought in Dispel just as an answer to their because I never actually saw the Force Negation or Mystical Dispute or the Bone Crusher Giant or the Brazen Borrower's Petty Theft, but I could be pretty certain that those cards exist in the deck. So maybe I could have brought in Dispel, and if we like won the counter war, that would have been great. What spell? Dispel. So actually, in that last round, I should have taken. I don't know for sure. But maybe since we're on the draw, I still don't know. No, maybe it still is. Brazen Borrower bouncing Chalice of the Void is a big deal. And then they would set up their Living End. So maybe bring in Dispel is good. But even without any of that, I think the deck was still pretty good. We had a lean curve. What sucked is we didn't have a 1-drop in that. Well, no, we had a 1-drop. They killed it. Forget it. Like they had a 1. They disrupted us. Fucking that stupid Nikachu. I prefer Curse Catcher. Curse Catcher is pretty good in that matchup. 3 blue pips is tough to pull off on time. Well, deck worked great.
Should have mullied to a Chally.
No, that's not guaranteed. Like then I play Chally and then they play Nikachu and then dies.
You wouldn't know though.
He doesn't know I have Chalice of the Void. I just put it on the battlefield.
In that timeline, you wouldn't have known he had the Nikachu.
So, if I were to run this back, would I put the Graveyard Hate in the sideboard? I wouldn't. I would still try to dodge the Graveyard decks because I just don't think there's enough of them. I think I have a lot of game against Living End anyway. I really do. I still think I have a lot of game against Living End. I probably would bring in those Dispels. I think this is plenty interaction for Living End, and occasionally I'll just lure them out. I'll have a turn 4 kill, especially if they're playing blue. Fine, play blue. I'm gonna have lords to bring in the Island Walk against you. So I think there's a lot of game for Merfolk, and there's gonna be also games where they Living End, but I have a Vial up and I can still bring creatures, put creatures onto the battlefield and attack for victory the following turn. So that would work. So really good result. Really like the use of both Curse Catcher and Unsettled Mariner in this league. And we played against 3 heavy attrition-based matchups, which was good. It was a good showing. No, 4. 4 we play, because Is It Prowess is also in that category of super hyper aggressive on like killing all your stuff. And Chalice worked out pretty well in that matchup. Unsettled Mariner, I think, earned its spot in the deck. So I'm interested in playing more games with Unsettled Mariner. If nothing else, I just want Unsettled Mariner to just slow the game down against shadow decks and stuff. Like, all right, like instead of pounding my head in by turns 3 and 4, can we like start the game at like turns 5, 6, and 7? Because if I'm playing Unsettled Mariner and I'm taxing my opponent to kill my creatures, that's fine. They won't be able to play creatures at the same time and attack. Lurrus did come up a few times, but I don't think Lurrus made a difference in actually winning any games, except for maybe Willie Hall prematurely conceding against me when the game wasn't over yet.
Oh, Willie.
JLT said speculated that Mariner would get better with Curse Catcher there too. Yeah, it was a nice combo. They definitely complemented each other. If there was a GP tomorrow, would you go Bant? Probably, just because that's how I usually just play the very last deck that performed well, even if it's a small sample size. But I'm warning people, this is only because Blood Moon is not popular. That's the only reason I'm going this way. The moment Blood Moon is back, this deck is fucked, because like I'll just auto lose to the decks that have Blood Moon. It's just I play Blood Moon and like I'm so dependent on this Ether Vial and I can't play anything with these lands. Like this is too crippling when they hit me with Blood Moon. It's just way too much. No one's gonna come back from that. It's just way too tough. At least Humans has both Noble Hierarch and Ether Vial, and they could even use the red mana for their Mantis Rider, so it's not complete. They're not completely dead. And sometimes if they draw their random planes, they can use the colorless mana with like Thalia, Thalia's Lieutenant. So with Merfolk, a Blood Moon really is lights out. But there's not much Blood Moon right now, so I think there is a good opportunity to go this direction. Fuck, look at all these non-basic lands. And Lurrus, I'm hoping this card is going to be good. Hasn't done anything yet. Hasn't actually done anything.
Yeah, for like the past 3 leagues.
Anybody you know says played 3 matches today only versus Death Shadow, and they always won through my Blood Moons. Yeah, because it's not that Death Shadow isn't that weak to Blood Moon. I mean, you can get them sometimes, but I mean, they only need a single black to cast most of their stuff, and they usually run red anyway. Lord Magicus is like, every time you say there's not much Blood Moon, but the reason there's not much Blood Moon is because it's not as effective. I mean, we look at the league that we were in. We were up against Mardu. Maybe it can make things awkward, but they could live against it. We played, I think, against 3 Mardu decks, and Is It Prowess deck, and then this Living End deck. I don't. Blood Moon wouldn't have been that effective in this league, but that's how it is. Hey, if you love this, I mean, if you love this deck, I'm gonna definitely play more of it. We're gonna see more of it in the future, hopefully, before Blood Moon comes back. Because and then if Blood Moon comes back, maybe I'll explore more Unsettled Mariner. I would probably replace Cometa Speaker maybe with Benthic Biomancer and Mistbinder with Mara Rejury, and then we just scrap Lurrus. Because if I really need to delay the game, I think this is the best way to do it. There's just no other way. We're going to try to use Unsettled Mariner to keep things unsettled for my attrition-based opponents. All right, so for everyone watching the stream, we're going to keep doing something. I don't know what we're going to do. But for everyone on the replay, that's it for today. We're going to thank everyone supporting the Nikachu channel. We're also going to thank our sponsors, Fusion Gaming Online and Mana Traders. This has been Nikachu with his brother playing Bant Merfolk in Modern.